Why, hello, and welcome to another episode of First Chances with Chance. And today we're going to be talking about promotions and raises since I have literally gotten two promotions within the past 2 months. Like, what? It's crazy. It really doesn't feel real. Like, I'm slowly catching up. Yes, I'm mentally there. It's just I've had so much happen within the past 2 months with school, work, family, and it's just so much has happened that it right now just feels unreal. Like, you know how when everything some stuff explodes on you, and then plans implode, and then good news happens, everything goes good for you, and then constantly everything just lines up perfectly for you. It just doesn't feel it starts to not feel real with how much is good has happened since to be honest, a lot has happened within the past we're in what, May, January, February, March, April, May, within the past 6 months, to be honest with you. I graduated with my associates from the state college I was going to, and then I transferred. So not 6 months, 7 months, because I got everything together. It just I got everything ready for me to transfer. Passed all of my last exams at the state college in order to transfer, and it still just doesn't feel real. Me driving to the university that I transferred to, and all of that, all of the friends that I've met, everybody that's supported me along the way. It's been a lot. A lot has happened, and I'm grateful to have people there that have supported me through and thick and thin. They've seen me at my lowest. They've seen me I there was a time when I first started the semester that I just didn't want to get out of bed. There were times that I would skip my first period. Yeah, I still thankfully passed that class. I passed 3 out of 4 of my classes, but it still just doesn't feel real with everything that's happened at work. Two promotions. How does that even happen? Obviously it happens because it happened to me. But what I get, I'm not gonna talk about my pay because I don't want to stress people out. Obviously I don't get paid the most that I can get paid in this position, but I get paid more than the base pay, the entrance pay, because obviously I got hired from within. Um, but the first time I got promoted, they raised my pay $1.50. And then I got the second raise, and he raised it another dollar. So I'm getting paid 50 cents more than the base pay of a manager. Um the lead, that's in charge during that shift. So it's a shift lead. Um but it's just it doesn't feel real. This is the most that I've been paid at any job. At Target, I never got paid the. I don't feel like I ever got paid the proper amount. Like after they moved me from card attendant to being inside, like I get it. I fully get it. To drop the pay, but I like that. I still wasn't making the proper amount that I should have been when I started, because like I moved inside, and then within 3 months I was already like running the top, and I'm just like, but you're not gonna raise my pay? Like that doesn't make any sense. Like I was doing a not a shift lead, but a team lead job there, and getting paid like little to nothing, like barely above the base pay. Like every year they would do the quarter, not the quarterly, but the annual review, and I just like they lowered my pay, and then I the second time around, like that year before I left, I never had my annual review. So somebody should, like, I even brought it up, and they're like, we'll get to it, we'll get to it. You think they ever got to it? No. And then of course I found a better job that like worked out for that little period of time that I was taking classes at the state college, and then obviously I had, which they raised my pay less than what they promised they would, which was kind of pissed me off, because I felt like I was doing a good job with where I was at, and like you can't just push somebody to catch on within 90 days half the time. Like, yes, where I'm at now, I have experience, so the only thing I really needed to do was figure out the banking system. Which to me is not that hard. All I have to really figure out, like, I get it. I fully get it. Like, I get what they're trying to do. Like, I am trying to also listen. But there are times that I just get, like, overwhelmed, and like hearing one voice and then another person's trying to train me, and it's a completely different way. And I'm like, I get it. Like, I get how to do it. Like, I'm catching on to that part. But it's just like, what? Like, you're telling me one thing, but then this person's telling me another. Like, who do I believe? Like, there's forms that we fill out, and it's just like, what in the world? How, like, why would one person tell me this and then the other person tell me another? Like, it doesn't make any sense, is the thing. And I'm just like, okay, yeah, sure. Which, again, doesn't always make the most sense. Like, how can a drawer be short money? Like, I get if you just put it in and they ask for change back, but it shouldn't be under. Like, it also, yeah, I get it. It depends on how much that drawer was used and this, that, and the other. So, it was probably only used a couple times. And yep. So we're going to go ahead and take a quick break and be right back. So yeah, like some of the steps make sense, like fully make sense to me. I fully get it. But at the same time, like last night just was a lot. Like we could have literally had all of the banking and everything done had I get it. The person that I was training with fully, like if I'm in charge, then the breaks are my timing. Especially when I know that the two people that I'm breaking take way longer breaks than required. Which is not appropriate. Which is why I would have given them breaks after the fact that we were done with banking. Done with everything that needed to get done. And then you go into, and then she went and told me, oh, you see what I'm talking about? Like, you're in charge of doing all of the order pickups, the OPUs, and they're not gonna do it for you. Okay, but when I was trained as a CSA, a cashier, I was told that I was in charge of everything up front, including the order pickups. So at that point, like, I get it, but you're also on the floor too. If you told me that when I first started that shift yesterday, that I wasn't, that you were my employee, and like you were on the floor. Anybody that's on the floor besides the shift lead should be doing the OPUs. I get that you're doing other stuff, but you can stop what you're doing and do the order pickup. It could have been done when I was giving everybody's breaks. Like, I get you like doing one thing and sticking to that, but when there's 4 people and 1 extra person, that extra person should be doing the order pickups, in my opinion. Not, but whatever. That I get. That's how she likes to run it, but that's not how I run it. If there's an extra person, that extra person should be in charge of the order pickups. Cause that, like, if I'm doing stuff in the office, then there's that extra person to fully do the order pickups. Like you were on the floor. Like I have had everything together until you told me to go give them the breaks at 6:15, 6:20. That is way too early. 3 hours of them waiting is perfectly fine. They at that point, like the 15 when I was at Target, there were times that I had to wait 4 hours. So yeah, now I'm perfectly fine waiting. I never got a break yesterday, and I could have had I stuck to my schedule. But no, I had to wait till 8 o'clock to finish doing banks that could have been done before 7. But whatever. I do appreciate the position that I'm in. But also, like, they're still like, she's still treating me like I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I get it. The only thing that I really have to worry about, like, I'm catching on with half of the stuff that she's telling me, which I'm doing. But the only thing that I really needed training with is the computer, which everything else made sense. Once I started counting the drawers, it all made sense to me. Like, that part made sense. Just leave the certain amount in the drawer and then put the other bit into the safe. Okay, cool. But other than that, it's just putting everything into the computer. That's the added bit of what I didn't know. Do I know most of it now? Yeah. But yeah, I've literally gotten 2 promotions within the past 2 months. So it does take some getting used to and all of that, but I'm going to let you guys go here. Hope you have a great day. Love you guys. And don't forget, if you guys have any stories of your promotions or raises, text or leave a voicemail to 561-320-7085. Again, text or leave a voicemail to 561-320-7085. DM First Chances with Chance on Instagram. Or, if you guys are watching the video portion, just comment down below. Bye, guys. Love you.